All right, so if you want to learn how to solve Rubik cubes, first of all, you got to learn the basics of it. So every Rubik's cubes 3 by 3 has 6 sides, right? So you have the top, bottom, left, right, front, and back. Okay, I always like to keep the white on the bottom and yellow on the top if it's solved. So 6 sides. Okay, now there are many algorithms you have to learn, memorize in your brain to be able to solve these Rubik's cubes. And more advanced techniques that you use, the faster solving time you will have. So if you really want to solve the Rubik's cube within less than 10 seconds, then you literally have to memorize 148 algorithms. But to be able to get there, first we need to learn the basics. So with this one, if you want to solve the Rubik's cube, what we first need to do is we need to first solve for white cross. Once the white cross is solved with these two pieces, then we have to solve for each corner piece. Now each corner piece has 3 different colors, so there are 4 corner pieces we have to solve. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Once that is solved, your first layer would be completely done. Then for the second, you have to solve the second layer. That's another algorithm. And for the third, you have to create a yellow cross here. Then you have to solve for the edge piece. And then once you are done with that, you just have to align all the yellow corner pieces. There are 4 of them. And once you do those, you are completely with the Rubik's cube. So it would be solved something like this. But for this video, we'll definitely break it up in one algorithm at a time, so you guys can continue to repeat the steps, understand it, and hopefully keep practicing so you can solve it for forever, okay, without following this video. So first thing first, for me to teach you the Rubik's cube, we really have to go down to step 1. And step 1 is to learn the steps. Like for an example, you have to learn how to rotate the Rubik cube. Okay, so basically, for instance, here I have R, U, L, D, F, B. So what that means is anytime you try to solve this cube, and if you try to learn it, you have to know how to look at the algorithm, understand the algorithm, and rotate the cube based on how it's laid out. So for an example, let's say if we are planning to solve R, okay? So what it is basically is you want to hold the white on the bottom, yellow on the top for practice purposes. So what it is your right hand, I'm holding my right hand, hold the cube like this, and the way it works is if I say R, that means right. So you move 1 step up. Okay? I'm going to redo it. I'm going to go move it back. Now if I say R, then you move 1 up. Now closely monitor. I'm going to do it again. So anytime I move up right, it's going clockwise. It's going clockwise. Okay? So when I say R, you basically do up. So you just moved clockwise. When I say R prime, basically it's just the opposite of R. So basically you just go do counterclockwise. So you just move 1 down. Okay? Once again, if I say R prime, you just move the cube down, which is the counterclockwise. Now I'm gonna move it back. Same thing for left. This your left hand, you hold it for the left. When I say L, that means now it's just completely opposite of right. So when I say L, that means it goes, when I look at the Rubik's cubes like this, when I say L, it kind of goes downwards, opposite, contrary to the right, because when you hold on to the left, you have to turn it clockwise. So this is how the clock or the hand rotates on the clock, right? So when I say left, basically what it means is you're turning one down. And when I say L prime, prime is just the opposite of L. That means counterclockwise, so you just move one up. Simple as that. So once again, if I say L, you basically move down, which is you're moving it the clockwise. And when I say L prime, you basically go up. Okay, so that's right, left. R prime, L prime. Simple as that. Okay, so we covered left, we covered right, we covered left. So right is done, left is done. Now same thing for up. So this is up. So when I say U means you have to rotate the top, which is the upper part of the cube, clockwise. So if you're looking at it from the top, when you turn this way, it is a clockwise. So when I say U prime, you basically go the counterclockwise. So you move it like this. Once again, if I say U, you move one to the left. One to the this way. And when I say U prime, you basically go the other way, counterclockwise. Okay, simple as that. So U prime. Same thing with D. So we covered right, covered left, we covered up, and this would be down. So when I say D, you look at bottom and then you turn like this, which is your D. That's D. And when I say D prime, you just do the opposite. So D prime, D. All right, so once again, so this is D, and for me to do D, it goes like this, counterclockwise. And if I do counterclockwise, if I say D prime, you just do it the other way, opposite of how the clock handle goes, right? Same thing. All right, so we covered right, we covered left, we covered up, we covered down. Now we're gonna cover F. So this is your facing. So when you're facing in front of the cube, this is your front. So when I say F, then what's gonna happen is you will have to rotate this one clockwise. That's it. That's F. When I say F prime, you just do it the opposite way. So right now, if I say F prime, you rotate this one to the left. See that? Very simple. And when I say F, bring it back to normal. Same analogy goes for the back. So if you're looking at the front, this is your back right here, the last row. Okay? It's just the opposite of what you do for the front. So if you're looking at this as a back, right? Right here, this would be your B. So when I say B, just rotate this way. And when I say B prime, go back like this. Once again, B prime goes back. Very simple as 1, 2, 3. It doesn't take long, but you guys need to keep practicing it. If you understand this, it'll be much easier for you to grasp this. So for an example, let's follow this one. R. Okay, so we're gonna do this R right here. So we're gonna do R. Then it says U, then I'm gonna do U, L. So L is again, it's clockwise. So I'm gonna bring this down. D, so D is, this is the clockwise like this. So D, F, which is the front, like this, and B, which is your back, and I'm gonna do it clockwise too. All right, this is it. I mean, that's exactly how you do it. Now, if I wanna just bring this thing back to normal, I just do the backwards. So I'm gonna do B prime, bring this back up like this, F prime like this, D, L prime, U prime, oops, U prime, and R, like that. Anyways, you guys get the gist. So I want you guys to go ahead and practice that for next 2 days and let me know if you have any questions. If not, just show me how to do it in a video, and then I'll move on to the next steps on solving the Rubik's Cube. Bye-bye.